Talking about shifts, we're going to end our show with I actually find this to be very sad news. Uh, so, Microsoft sort of quietly announced the end of their support for HoloLens 2. And the original HoloLens was announced with some fanfare. So, what was it, in 2015?
Mhm.
So, going on 10 years ago. And it was, despite being, pretty advanced insofar as it was this wearable technology that was the first truly production, in my opinion, truly production augmented reality sort of thing. Also brought to market with a ton of very targeted enterprise use cases, industrial and others, and it worked. I mean, it was heavy and clunky at times, but it worked. And and then with the rise of the metaverse, it sort of seemed that there was this momentum shifting, that this was all going to sort of happen. And then I haven't been following it, and maybe this is part of the problem. It sort of lost its luster from a public
Mhm.
standpoint. It seems to have gone away. I find it most ironic, given that, just what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago, we talked about Meta introducing, obviously they have their Ray-Ban glasses, and now they have the new, what is it, Orion headset. Apple introduced there, so it's like there seems to be continuing investments with other players, and Microsoft goes away. So sort of sad from my perspective.
Yeah, I still remember getting a killer demo of the HoloLens. I want to say about 8 years ago over at PTC's headquarters, where their CEO, Jim Heppelman, was showing me and some other analysts exactly how you could use the HoloLens as to create this extended reality where you could literally walk through a lab and it would show you step by step how to do lab procedures or how to do manufacturing procedures, exactly where you would take something out of a refrigerator, how long it could last outside of a refrigerator before going bad. All these details that you could easily forget in your day-to-day work. And so it would be helpful to have that kind of assistant. And you could easily see, with a little bit of hardware improvement, how this could have actually been super helpful. And when the HoloLens 2 came out, it was able to track your eyesight to a greater extent, making this even more useful. But it seems like at this point, the HoloLens hardware has been deprecated, as well as steered towards some very specific vertical use cases, such as military use. And I think it's kind of sad to see that the company that really started to make extended reality work is stepping out at a time when the hardware is starting to finally catch up to the vision.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just so we're clear, they announced that they're going to continue to support it through the end of 2027. So it's not
Mhm.
going away immediately, but clearly it's another transition, another signal of Microsoft. I would argue probably a signal more than anything of Microsoft's continuing shift towards AI and other
Yep.
areas of focus. But it also, I look at this and does, I mean, I think Microsoft has a horrible track record with hardware. This may simply be another sign that they're recognizing that's just not their sweet spot. I'll be really curious, because they have hinted at a couple of other things related. So I'll be curious if they, later announce some kind of a partnership deal, if they attempt to apply this on, say, the Apple spatial computing platform, or for that matter, the Meta platform, if they, go back and try to provide a layer of software on other people's hardware. We'll see. But I think it was, maybe ahead of its time. I guess we'll see. But a sad thing for me, because I always thought it was one of the better products out there that actually delivered some real value.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Microsoft can take some of that research and maybe flip it around and perhaps put it in their Surface tablets, put it into webcams, figure out some smarter way to be able to support uh, the site-based interactions in some way.
Yep, because I'm a believer. It's the future. I think it's where it's going to end up, and but I guess it will be a future without the Hololens.
Yes, well, and on